Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and this is episode 4 of Let's Play Kathy Rain. So in the previous episode, we found some notes from our grandfather in a briefcase, and one of them was a suicide note. No, it wasn't. Was it a suicide? No, it wasn't. It was a police paper cutting about a girl who drowned. So we went to the police station to figure out who this was, and we found out. So I thought we'd go and speak to our grandma about it. Is it Lily?
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello, Grandma. How are you doing?
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Right, so Lily Myers, that's who it was. Hopefully, she will remember who it is.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
The Myers family. I'm assuming we might be able to call them.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
No, okay. I think...
I don't want to show her that.
No. That's everything.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
So,
Bye, Kathy.
before I leave Grandma's, let's go and use the telephone and see if we can find the Myers. I'm also thinking, I think we can call our dorm room. And maybe that other woman's going to be there. What was her name? I can't remember. Right. Look at... Right, let's use. Because if I click on here, click on notebook. Look at. Read notebook. No.
Just a phone. Must be a popular...
Alright. Pick up phone. Aha, that's it. Okay. Let's ring the dorm room. And I think we can speak to, if he picks up, that girl.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Eileen, yes.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
And we can ask her about all... I mean, I don't know why she wouldn't know any of these, but she seems to be a bit of a busybody, wasn't she?
I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay. Conwell Air Force Base.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Fair enough. Lily Myers?
I don't need to ask her about that.
This might be a lost cause, guys.
I'm trying to find this guy,
Ooh.
but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot.
Well, Charles Wade knew him, didn't he?
I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
Yeah, could be worth a shot.
The Myers family.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay, so it didn't really help. Can I ask her about...
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
No.
Bye, Kathy.
I was thinking I could ask her. I'm gonna call her again. Call her again, and see if I can ask her about any of the things in my satchel.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Not.
Oh,
That I
hi,
don't know
what's
what
up?
I could ask her about. No, nothing.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Just prank calling
Bye,
you.
Kathy.
So I think we can have a look and see if there's a Myers.
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name. All right, found an address.
Okay. New location added.
Damn,
Excellent.
no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number.
That would make sense.
No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way. All right, got it.
Oh, lovely. call McConnell Air Base?
Nope, couldn't find it.
I can say he's not going to be in the phone book because he's cocky. Right, let's call McConnell Air Base then. Say, can we come and have a nose around, please?
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers, trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
He just said Myers. He just said did he say Myers or Byers?
Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
Okay.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Yeah.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
I don't think. Let's ask about Charles Wade.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Plead with him. I'm not going to be a cop. Maybe I am. I am Kathy Rain, aren't I? Hard as nails.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station.
All right.
Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
But they've got a phone in the police station, haven't they? That's what we've got to do. Should we go there now? I know we've got that other place to visit, but I kind of feel like I was onto something then. I think I'm going to go to the police station. So that's the lakeside cabin. Oh, that'll be the Myers residence. Yes, it was. But I am going to go to the sheriff's station and distract him once more. So we can use that phone there, that green one.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway
God,
through.
he's a rubbish policeman, isn't he? Alright, come on then, bum.
Hey,
Hi there.
could you distract Lenny again?
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know. Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Come on, Lenny, you're
Here we
better
go
than
again.
this. Okay. Pick up. Conwell Air Force Base. Anyone there?
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Oh.
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
You think you might recognise my name? My voice? I mean.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I do.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files.
She knows what she's doing.
It's 555-7641.
Boom.
Thanks, buddy.
Sucker. Should we call it now? Let's call it now. We're here. We're in front of a phone.
Wade residence?
Hi, this
Hi.
is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
Ooh.
what a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
Wow. Come on, Kathy, let's head to the Myers house. Lakeside cabin. Oh, pretty. So this was the Myers house, wasn't it? Door, thermometer, window, ashtray, lake. Beautiful. Let's just knock on the door.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Oh no. She's obviously upset, bless her.
It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason. 55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully.
Ashtray. Think about ashtray.
Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common.
Ooh,
good to
something
know.
common. Maybe I can offer a cigarette?
It's totally overflowing with cigarette butts.
Can I just start smoking now? See what she says. Use combine with pack cigarettes. No. Okay, put that out of the way. Let's head down to the look at lake. Swimming lake.
Oh, gee, I would, but I forgot my swimsuit at home. Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Oh, so they live on the lake where she died.
Thick, dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? I can see someone moving inside.
I'm gonna knock on the door again.
Won't you ever give up?
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. What brand?
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
Corley, is that a nod to Full Throttle by any chance? Or just
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
No, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Okay. Is that an owl?
Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem.
Let's just have a chat, shall we? Sue. Hello, Sue.
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Lily Myers art collector. Right, let's ask about...
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
It's got to be connected.
I don't need to ask her about that.
That's what about.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
Oh, poor Lily.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Charles Wade?
Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
Okay.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Mama sure does. Can I look at the art?
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
We have to find out who that guy is and go there. For
Tell me
sure.
about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks.
Maybe he's in the photograph. Shall I show the photograph? That one, isn't it?
Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him.
Boom.
The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks.
Which one's she pointing to?
Ugh. Another question
Yep.
for the elusive Mr. Wade.
Charles Wade. So Charles Wade is an art collector. Will that upset her?
I'd rather just ask her about her
Yeah.
daughter directly. Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it?
He's a
But
bit.
no.
I'd rather just ask her.
Okay, just done that.
No reason to show her.
No, you don't need to show that. Grandpa's phone. Check.
What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
It was fun the last time, but nah.
I think we're done. I think we're done. Thank
I think
you,
I'm
Sue.
gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Get on the Catmobile. She's off.
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
The plan is,
I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him? And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay? Oh, it's way too late now.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, Kat. Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
And she's gone. Black? It's very black. Anything? Oh, ooh. Is this a dream?
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
It's none of her business. It's my choice to make. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Ugh, I hate that dream.
Day 2. Right, I'm up. And I'm ready to go.
I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
Okay, guys. Right, I'm going to call it quits on this episode today. Thank you so very much for watching. We've done a hell of a lot. We've learnt loads. And yeah, more to do in tomorrow's episode. So thank you for watching. Please give this video a big like if you have enjoyed it as well, and maybe subscribe as well. And you have a wonderful afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is you are doing. Take care.